Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to the Profit Power Hour. This is our first Profit Power Hour of 2024. And I am so happy that I get the opportunity to do a webinar for you and a training for you, on the second day of the year. I mean, it's the best time to get on this webinar and listen to what I have to say tonight because it's very important. And I believe it's going to help you moving through 2024 and beyond. So I hope that you all had a great night last night celebrating, or, Sunday night celebrating. I hope that you were safe. I hope that you did not drink too much alcohol if you're of drinking age, of course. And you brought in, you closed out 2023 on a fantastic note, and you brought in 24 on an even better note. Everybody is piling in the webinar right now. I'm going to see if I can get my camera on. The internet's been pretty bad. What's up, everyone? I'm wearing a hat right now because I haven't had a haircut in like forever because everyone here in my town is getting the flu, and the girl that cuts my hair, I think I said this last week, her whole family's had the flu like week after week. So I brought in 2024 with a wild head of hair. We're gonna run through some important stuff tonight that I think is really going to be beneficial to you, and give you a good plan moving into tomorrow and beyond as we start out 2024. If you're new to the webinar, this is a webinar series that we do every single Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. And, it's free. There's nothing for sale. It's a safe place for you to come and not have to worry about a sales pitch and PowerPoints and FOMO and all that stuff. This is my way to educate you for free. A lot of you have been seeing my videos and my ads, they're everywhere. And, I say stop buying courses. And I really mean that. I do. Because once you get into something and start focusing on it, I don't really think that you should be nickel and dimed for the 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, 5.0, and 6.0 version of all these courses. Even when I released my, Ecom Success Academy training, I gave it to everybody every year that I would update it. I gave it the update to all my previous customers. My goal with this webinar is to help you save money from buying more courses and invest that money in things that I guess you could say that could directly, more directly benefit you. So like a direct response way of benefiting you in regards to maybe putting that money toward running some ads on Facebook or TikTok, or hiring someone on Fiverr that can create some nice creatives for you. So that's the goal here. We also have a free members area for everyone. So if you go over to your Access Adrian members portal, all right, so this is for all my new members here. Okay, so you all have access to this portal. It's called accessadrian.com. Come down the Profit Power Hour, click on this little card here, and you'll have access to a free members area. You can click on webinar replays, and you'll see all of our 2023 replays all the way back to 2016, because your boy's been doing this for a minute. I'm not one of those gurus that is a crypto guru this month because crypto's popping off, an AI guru next month because, AI is popping off, then an affiliate guru. A lot of the gurus, they jump on whatever's hot, which is smart if you want to just be a guru. But I believe in e-commerce, and it is the only thing that I have taught since probably 2014. And you can go back and you can see that. There will be a 2024 spot here for this webinar. So you'll see a 2024 once this recording is up and out. and you know, we'll categorize everything from this year. So these are recorded for the most part. We do edit them and we take some things out if there's some personal stuff that I show that I don't want all over YouTube. But you can click on these and you can watch these, and you can go to my YouTube channel and subscribe and get notifications whenever we drop, you know, new content and new videos. All right. So fun stuff. Now, I want to talk to you this year about, you know, your plan to move forward, your plan to, you know, really do e-commerce in 2024. You're all here because you want to do drop shipping, or you have your own product and you want to sell it through the Shopify platform. I talk to many of you every week. You know, there are people from all over the world. And what I love about this webinar space is that we all have a common goal, and that is to succeed and build an e-commerce business and achieve time freedom. That could be to help your family out of a bad financial situation. It could be to be able to spend more time with the family that you have, and you know, quit the 9 to 5 grind. You know, that's the goal. Does it mean that it's going to happen? Look, let's just be honest, right? I mean, you know, nothing in the world, nothing in life is guaranteed. So, you know, you're probably not going to get rich next week with e-commerce, right? Or the week after, or the week after that. This is a real business. And, you know, you see a lot of people that run businesses crush it, and a lot of people that run businesses supplement their income, and they're happy and they're doing really great. You see a lot of people that just have no freaking clue how to run a business, and their business just tanks. And I'm talking about, that could be an ice cream parlor to you know, to an e-commerce store, to a little cart in the mall that sells stuff. Um, you know, it's just one of the best, simplest opportunities available right now. And e-commerce is just blowing up more and more each and every year. We all know that. We all understand that. But aside from understanding that e-commerce is such a phenomenal business to be in, it's not as time consuming, at least, you know, if you're running a business that is massive, that's doing ridiculous numbers, it will be time, you know, more time consuming, because there are, if you're doing a lot of orders, you know, your business and company grows, and that's going to take a little bit more of your time. When you're starting out and you're supplementing, and you know, you're getting your feet wet, you know, an hour a day is perfect for this business. And you'll probably end up doing more because you get obsessed with it and you see it's fun. If you get your first sale, it's going to motivate you. You know, there's a lot of cool things about this, but there's one piece of the puzzle that I think holds a lot of people back from winning, just not just with e-commerce, but just winning at life. Okay. And it's mindset. So tonight, what I really want to do is I want to go over my success plan for 2024, and the things that you should be focusing on and the things that you should not be focusing on. And I'll just simply start out by saying this, okay? Before we move on to the webinar and the training, I do want to say this. And by the way, these are all of our recommended vendors right here at the bottom for 2024. They're still like the top vendors. I do want to say this. You're always going to have people in your circle or your outer circle, acquaintances, that are haters, right? They're not going to believe in your business. They're not going to believe in your ability to win. They're not going to believe in the business itself, right? They're not going to believe that it's a legitimate way, you know, to succeed. And every time you encounter those people, or I encounter those people, I have a very clear understanding that those people are, how can I say this? Um, they're scaredy cats, put it that way. They're scared to do something on their own. They're scared to step outside the box. They're scared to take risk. And when they see somebody else doing it, they actually fear that you might succeed. And so they try to stop you, because when you succeed, if you do, they're going to feel awful watching you succeed, because they know that they didn't take that first step, right? It's like crabs in a bucket, pulling everybody down. I have like probably 8 or 9 of these shirts right here. I bought them in every color. I wear them almost every day. I interchange them. I don't know if you can read the back, but it might be backwards, but it says only those who risk are free. So I want to start out this webinar in 2024, and I want to write that down, okay? I want to write that down. And when we talk about risking, we're not talking about risking money necessarily. We're talking about, risking stepping outside of the box, risking people talking bad about us, or risking people not believing in us. It could be an immense amount of things, but I want you to write this down. I'm dead serious. And if you don't write this down, then you're not serious. Let's put it that way. Okay. So this brand I buy my shirts from is called ASRV. It's my favorite brand. Um, and I just want you to write down for 2024. Let me just make this a little bit thicker. Okay. So 2024 plan. The first thing that I want you to write down is only those who risk are free. Okay? You can't win if you're too afraid to do anything because you're afraid of failure. I'm not Tony Robbins. I'm not going to give you a Tony Robbins, motivational webinar tonight. I'm just telling you the damn truth. Okay? It's just the truth. And the number one thing that you need to do this year is brush off the haters. Brush off your haters. All right. In other words, eliminate them from your circle. Okay. Eliminate them from your circle. Um, if you do that, remember you are an average of the 5 people that you surround yourself with. Okay. You truly are. If you hang out with 5 losers, you're going to be a loser. If you hang out with 5 bad people that have no ethics and a lot of money, you'll probably end up with more money than you would have had otherwise, but you'll be a piece of crap person with 0 ethics, right? Because you get sucked in. So you got to find that balance of a good network of people that want to do good, they want to do it the right way, they want to be ethical, they have morals, they have integrity, but they have goals, right? And they're willing to strive for greatness. They're willing to risk. So you want to eliminate the haters from your circle. I was at a New Year's party 2 nights ago. My neighborhood, I knew better than to go. Ain't nothing good happening after 10 o'clock at night, especially in this little small town I live in. Okay. Great people, phenomenal food, beautiful place here in Mississippi. But there are a lot of people that, it's a small town. So everybody knows everybody, everybody's in everybody's business. I try to keep to myself. Went to this New Year's party. This girl's standing next to me at the bar. I was waiting on a drink and, looks over at me like it's kind of awkward. And I'm like, notice this person like staring at me. And so I just looked over and said, hello, Happy New Year. Apparently it's, some girl that sees me online, sees me driving my cars through the neighborhood, thinks I'm, this and that. I don't know what her problem is. But man, she just like, uh, she was just very rude. And obviously I'm above, you know, um, that type of stuff. So, but anyways, it just reminded me like, I really need to try better to stay out of situations where I get around people like that because nothing good comes from it, right? Was trying to have a great night, and then some small town drama girl that sees me driving my car down the road or thinks that, you know, whatever it is, I couldn't tell you, like starts coming in at me. So there's also going to be people that when you do make it, they hate to see you make it so bad. They're going to talk trash about you. They're going to say bad things about you. They're going to talk with other people behind your back. It's just inevitable, right? You just got to do your best to be the best version of yourself and surround yourself with like-minded people. And is I know I've taken up 16 minutes talking about that, but I just can't stress to you like how important that is. Because even like for me, the next day, I think I caught myself for like 15 minutes talking to somebody like, can you believe this random girl came up to me and is like doing all saying all this? Like, what did I do? I don't even know. And I was like, why am I wasting my time talking about this person? They're literally nobody to me. I don't even know their name, you know? And that robbed me of 15 minutes of my valuable time, right? And that's what happens. So don't even worry about stuff. Don't gossip about it. Don't talk about it. Okay. Now, everybody says new year, new goals. I think that's bullshit. Okay. I do. I think that I used to believe that, but I believe that now you could just wake up on any day of the week and create new goals. You don't need a new year to have new goals and make a change, right? But this is a great opportunity to say, you know what, a fresh start. But in all reality, y'all, all right, Sunday, this past Sunday ain't no different than next Sunday or today or yesterday, other than the fact there's a new number on the calendar. Okay. So what we want to do, just in general, is we want to get rid of bad habits. So we also want to, all right, we want to eliminate bad habits. Now, I'm not talking about just, the general bad habits that you might have day to day, like not getting good sleep or not being healthy or not going to the gym or, eating bad foods. These are all important. The last year and a half have been more important to me than actually like running my business. Because if I'm a better version of myself in regards to my physical self, my mental self, my business gets better because of it, right? As a byproduct. But you want to get rid of these bad habits and you want to immediately replace them with good habits. Okay. You don't just want to get rid of stuff. You want to replace that time you wasted on those habits with good stuff. Okay. So, what are some of these habits in e commerce that are bad habits? Okay. Um, I have some of them written down as I was thinking about this to make things faster. All right, so some of the bad habits that we have, we'll just kind of do a red arrow here to the bad habits. Bad habits in e-commerce that people are starting Shopify stores are, um, I would just call it like, I would call it product SKU overload. So a SKU is basically a different product, because a lot of people think the more products you have on your store, the more potential success that you can have. And that's BS, okay? Like, it's good to have, maybe, like, I would say, you know, some of you that got like our premium theme, we give you 100 products and we spread that across like 6 niches, 7 niches. So, you know, you have a good wide spectrum of things that you can play with and test with. But there are a lot of people that think when they get into e-commerce, they need to have 500 products on their store, or they need to have 1,000 products on their store. And they'll waste 2 freaking weeks putting a bunch of crap on their store that ain't even selling. Try to sell the stuff that you already have before you worry about putting new products on your store. Because why the hell are you adding all of these products to your store when you haven't even tried selling the ones that are already there? You don't need 1,000 products on your store. That's one of the number one issues that I'm seeing year after year with people that are new. I was talking to someone the other day, it's a student, and I was like, all right, you've had your store now for like 3 months. What's up? Well, you know, I haven't launched because I've just been like adding products, been adding more products to the store and doing product research. And I'm like, well, damn, my boy, the stuff that was trending 3 months ago that you added on your store that you never tried to sell, it probably ain't hot right now. There are peaks and valleys to a lot of trending products. You're wasting time. Why the heck do you have to 3 months to add products? You can add products if you want, but start selling what you already have in the meantime. Don't get sucked into product SKU overload. Not only does SKU overload hurt you, it also paralyzes your customer, because they come and they start shopping around. There's too many things and they got to decide which ones they actually want to buy. SKU overload causes major paralysis for your progress and the customer. Write that down, okay? There are people that say they spend their time changing the color of their store. How freaking stupid is that? It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Store color. Oh, well, I built my store, but you know, I looked at it and my grandma said that it would look better if it was blue instead of black, or if it was yellow instead of red. And so we revamped the whole store and we got new banners, and you know, so we spent a month revamping the store. Nobody gives a dang what your grandma says or what your best friend that's a banker says, okay? All that matters is that you launch. Because if you have good products in your store, nobody gives a dang about the banners. They don't care about the color of the store. They could care less what your logo looks like. Look at this. For goodness sake. Just look at this, all right? I want to show you something. Let me type this in. I want you to look at Nike's store. It's white and black, okay? It's just white and black. It's simple. There's not much to it. Look at this. There's not much to this at all. Look at how basic this sales page is, okay? Don't you think that if you needed all the fancy stuff, that Nike would probably be doing that, making those optimizations, because they would stand to gain a lot more from it, right? So it's just a black and white store. Actually, black and white is probably the best color because it's clean, right? But people will worry about, this is one of the bad habits. What color is my store? And change the color a bunch of times. You know, a lot of people will go into theme buying mode. All right, theme. They're worried about what theme is on their store. Many of you got the premium theme that we offered, right? That theme is epic. But then they start seeing other themes. They go, oh, well, this theme looks cool. I'm gonna buy this theme, and I'm gonna buy this theme. No, you got a good theme, use it. If you have the free theme and you don't have the paid theme, don't screw around for 3 months or 3 weeks debating on if you should get the paid theme, right? Just start marketing the free themes. They're not as good as the premium themes, obviously, but it doesn't mean that you can't operate a store with the free theme. It just, maybe your goal should be to get going and then upgrade to a premium theme later on once you kind of get things set up and you get some traffic coming in. Don't get paralyzed because you're theme shopping. Oh my gosh. And then, like I said, logo design, another absolute waste of time, garbage waste of time. And then a lot of people sit around and they start asking themselves about every product or niche. They say, is it saturated? All right. Are others selling it? How many people do this? Okay. Who cares? Who cares how many other people are selling similar products? Who cares how many other people are doing e-commerce? The internet is a very big place. None of us can afford to buy all of the traffic, right? So if you sit around and you're thinking about launching a product and you're like, is it saturated? Should I do this? The time you've wasted screwing around, asking one of the dumbest questions of all time, in my opinion, for internet marketing, which is it saturated? You could have tested multiple products and potentially found a winner, right? And spent a very little bit of money. Or maybe you test a couple of products and you just find out the answer is those products don't work. Fact of the matter is that everybody's selling iPhone cases, everybody's selling t-shirts, everybody's selling blankets, everybody's selling shoes. It doesn't matter how many other people are doing it. All that matters is that you get your ad for that product in front of the right person's face. That's what marketing is. Marketing isn't begging people to buy something that they don't need. It's showing them something that they might want or that they're interested in and making it sexy for them or creating urgency for them to purchase it, positioning in a way to where they impulse purchase. So don't worry about is it saturated. If there's 1,000 other people selling something, that's a good thing. It means it's probably working. Okay? Mimic success. Don't say, oh, well, they're already doing it, so why would I do it? Because there's a bunch of people already doing it, so probably it's saturated. That's what people that don't do diddly squat say. Everyone that says that, they don't do anything. They make zero money online. The people that say that, like guaranteed. If they're running around saying this is saturated, oh, well, I didn't do that because it's saturated, then they ain't making jack on the internet. They're not because they use that same excuse for everything. So this year, don't even ask yourself that question. Put up a little $5 to $10 a day Facebook ad, let it run for a day or two, and just test it. And it will blow your mind how much smoother things go. Okay, those are some of the bad habits that you want to get rid of. Okay, bad habits. Oh, and then another bad habit is over researching. Okay, over researching is a bad habit because if you spend all your time looking instead of doing, then nothing ever happens, right? So do quick research. I've shown you how to do this with Google Analytics. I've shown you how to do it with Spy Tools. I mean, not Google, I mean Google Trends, Spy Tools. I've shown you how to look at all the various places to very quickly check off all the boxes on if something is worth your time. And you can do it in less than 10 to 15 minutes. You don't need 3 or 4 days to decide if you want to launch an ad for a product. You need 10 to 15 minutes to validate it. That's it, okay? Now, what are some of the good habits that we want to replace these bad habits with? We'll do those right here under the green arrow, okay? And my wife is going to kill me because I'm supposed to pick up our nanny who is flying in, and I'm going to be late to the airport because I'm going longer than I wanted to go. Yeah, okay, but anyways, it'll be okay. She's not really going to kill me. She's just going to be annoyed with me. What the heck is, where'd that come from? I just looked up and I saw fireworks behind the, I don't know, man. My pre-workout might be still hitting or something because I saw fireworks behind my camera. Is it because I said New Year? Oh, I don't know. Whatever. Okay, I think I saw what I saw. I think. All right. Some of the good habits are always rapid testing. All right. Rapid test a few trending products. Okay. Not a gazillion, because you don't have the budget to test a gazillion products at once. And you want to rapid test, which means you want to test something very quickly, and then you want to, kill it or scale it. So you test something for 3 days. You don't need to let a bad habit is letting a product bleed because you believe in it. You say, oh my God, I love this coffee mug right here. It's got an M on it. I drink out of it every day. Everybody else is going to want this coffee mug, so I'm going to sell it. And then you start selling this coffee mug, and a single person won't buy this coffee mug, even though I think it's great. Maybe I have god awful taste. All right. Don't try to sell what you think is cool. Give the people what they want. Okay? So that's the next thing is forget what you like, okay? And instead give the people what they want. In other words, if you love golf, tough luck. You might be selling a squishy marshmallow puffy pillow with sprinkles on it because that's what's selling right now. All right. So you want to sell what's working. What is your niche? It's whatever the hell is working right now. That is what your niche is. All right. And what I mean is also mimic success. Look at other things that are winning. All right. Another good habit that you want to partake in is you want to start optimizing with upsells. I was talking to a student the other day, and he said that he made, I think it was like $4,000 or $6,000 in December. He had just gotten started. He was elated that he was able to generate this income with a very high profit margin. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was over 50%. His results are unique. I don't know what the hell your profit margin is going to be. All right, I have no clue. Everybody's different, but I asked him, I said, are you using upsells? And he's like, well, no, I'm not. Like, but all right, so if you did, $6,000 in sales and you had upsells, that could have been, who knows, could have been 7,000, maybe 8,000, right? So let's get you set up with upsells. Now, in his defense, he was having some issue with his upsell software. It wasn't working. But point is focus on upsells. All right. Even if it's not working, like if you have some issues or whatever, be relentless on support, be relentless on getting it set up. All right. Um, Another good habit is to focus on building an email list. All right, because an email list is an asset that will last you for a very long time and eliminate the necessity to always have paid traffic. All right, you also need to start plotting promotions. All right, so you need to plot and you need to plan. All right, holiday promos. You should already be thinking about Valentine's Day. You should have been thinking about Valentine's Day 2 weeks ago, right? It's coming up. Big holiday. Shine on. That's going to be the platform you want to use. All right. So you want to start pre-planning, not for tomorrow, but for next season, for the next big holiday coming up. So you're able to better utilize those big waves of opportunity. If you're not running ads, all right, a good habit is to learn and test running ads. All right, so run ads. This could be on, TikTok. It could be on Facebook. It could be on Google, like Google Shopping. Run ads. Don't be afraid to fail. Be willing to lose a little bit of money running ads. Because if you find a winner, one winner could be significantly more valuable than 30 losers. And you don't have to spend a lot of money on ads. You can test them $5 to $10 a day and you follow my training and I'll show you what markers to look for to know when to kill an ad quickly. All right. I mean, if you're selling something for $10, you don't need to spend $100 to figure out if it's not going to sell, right? You really spend $20 and you'll know for the most part. And you want to do product research. I know above I said don't over research, right? But you also, there's some people that do no product research at all. You got to find that balance. You need to be focused, all right? Understand what holiday is coming up, understand what the season is, all right? Do focused research for very targeted waves of opportunity. All right. This is what you want to do this year. All right. You want to do these things. You want to eliminate these things if you're doing these things, and you want to start focusing on these things right here. And then you want to get rid of people in your life that don't believe in you, that aren't, cheering you on, rooting you on. You want to get rid of the people that are, talking trash about you, the people that are saying you're not going to make it, saying you should go get a regular job and that your dreams are not going to become a reality because you're learning right now from somebody who's a straight F student, uh, you know, literally super ADD that was in, you know, special classes in the fourth and fifth grade. I had to have extra time to finish tests and stuff. And I'm more successful than I think pretty much anybody that at least was in my realm of grades in school. The straight A students, I'm pretty sure I have built a bigger business. So it doesn't matter what your grades are. It doesn't if you're in school. It doesn't matter what your grades were. It doesn't matter if you haven't been to college. It doesn't matter if you failed at other things before, right? You have to fail to succeed. Failing is a good thing. It's a great learning experience. Um, and you got to get rid of those negative people in your life this year. You really do have to cut them off. You can love them from a distance and don't put yourself in places that create toxicity, right? Go to the gym instead of the bar. Read a book instead of watching Netflix. Launch some ads instead of, sitting on the couch and watching TV. These are all serious, like kind of common sense things that you can do this year. Don't waste time worrying about what other people are doing. Worry about what you're doing because what they're doing isn't going to benefit you. The money that they're making or they're not making isn't going to hurt you or help you. You got to focus on your bank account this year, not sit on the sidelines and watch what everybody else is doing and gossip about it. And the most important thing you can do is get rid of the negative crabs in a bucket. Get rid of them. Audit your phone. I have a reel on my Instagram page. I don't know if you all follow me on Instagram, but it's, right here, you can see it. Um, and you just go watch it. I think it's pinned to the top of the page. It's audit your phone ASAP. Watch that reel. All right, so that is it. I gotta go. I'm like a little bit late for this big time. I gotta go pick up someone from there because I have a kid now. So like Casey's got to be with Drake. But I gotta go pick her up from the airport. I love you all. I wish you all a ton of success in 2024, and I can't wait to go through this year with you and hopefully help you crush it and see some lives change. Happy New Year. I wish you health, wealth, and happiness. And I'll see you next Tuesday at 9 p.m. EST here on the Profit Power Hour. Good night, y'all.